Welcome to Bulldogs football. Can you hear me over there? Testing. It'll be a few seconds.
So you said it wouldn't do with the, it just wouldn't, it would not go through the,
With those HDMI cords, that's
did we get the couplers? Where did you put the couplers and everything like that?
in the box.
Okay. All right, let's, in here, let's get you sound first. We got sound. Here's what we're gonna do. If you don't mind, get that stuff unraveled, okay? And we're gonna put you, and let's get this other. Man, I feel better about this already. You don't know, we were sitting, I said, I said, we ain't gonna have nothing. We ain't gonna have nothing.
We had sound. But this is not supposed to be a radio broadcast.
Okay. Okay. You got that one?
In there.
Okay. You got that other one ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't, I've lost 3 pocket knives. Here, I'm gonna, if you got a pocket knife, let me have that. We'll get the. Of course you got it. Alright, and what's the other, you got this one? Alright. There's 2. Mic 1 and mic 2. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna try something else that I got. I got a bunch of other, that little box and thing here, and I got a bunch of little connectors. Where did those connectors go that I had up there on there? They're little small little
Things like this, or
no, they're audio connectors. They went in with this stuff here.
okay.
It's like phono
Yeah,
plugs.
I know. They're in one of these boxes.
Okay. It ain't in this one. It's not in this one.
Okay.
We'll put this one aside. Let's get this one out of the way. Yeah.
That's what you're looking for, right?
No.
This is, or
They're phono.
I got a. That's a phono extender. That's all I've seen.
There's something there. Okay. They're in another box. Okay, we got.
Alright.
Alright.
And I haven't even seen it yet, so.
Here they are. Okay. This is what this right. Did this right. Alright. Which one mic is this? This is
Probably one.
mic 2.
Mic
This
two?
mic 2.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to put this, just to keep everything consistent. It goes
Mic two. So
in
we
mic
got
2. Okay.
Yep.
And this one. We'll go to
one.
1. And this one. We'll go to phones into input and put your mics on. Which one is this? Is
two.
Two. So let's see what we can get you some levels. Can you hear yourself?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Not yet. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Not yet through the earphones. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing
I don't
1,
have any
2.
levels on you from there.
Okay.
We turned on. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Not getting any levels on you.
All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1,
You're
2,
in
3.
2.
This is number 2. Number
That's
2.
right.
Okay. Now I hear it. Now I hear it. Testing 1, 2, 3. I do hear myself in the earphones.
Good.
Yeah. If you can give me a little bit, I can take a little bit more. Just like, oh, that's good.
Is that
Yeah.
good?
That is very good.
Okay. Now then, let me.
Whoa.
Well,
You picked those up more than I hear it.
Okay.
Oh.
Talk.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I heard you breathe in.
Take testing.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
You hear yourself.
I hear myself and I hear you. So
Okay.
if anything, I could use a little more gain or just need to talk louder on this.
Well, you know, you probably we're gonna have to get someone to help us with the gain and stuff like that. But we'll
Yes.
probably, you know, we can kind of go from there on that.
Yeah.
But we can do a broadcast right now.
That's great. Wow. That's great.
Okay. All right. We got it. Are we still showing up over there then? Okay. We're getting this licked. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. All right. So you got that.
Right.
And
Yeah, I can hear it from his. Yeah, we're going to be on a delay. But I can hear it.
well, you don't want to hear. Yeah, you don't want to hear the delay. You want to hear you.
And exactly.
Right. I should be able to hear your delay. Yeah, you should hear them on the delay. Huh?
I always hear them talking. Like I can hear you coming through the computer, but I can hear you.
And you got your.
Y'all can hear the rattling like y'all moving some speakers and stuff around. You can hear that sound.
I heard it on mine.
On yours.
Let's do a test.
Okay.
Let's do a test. Go. 30 seconds.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And within just a few seconds, we'll hear it.
Turned up. Whoop. I got you. I'm sorry. I mean, we can get you. We can get it louder. Keep talking. Let's get some
Okay.
audio on the thing. Ready? Just keep it going. Okay.
Testing 1, 2, 3. And the Bulldogs have taken the field for their warm-up Players dressed in both white and maroon jerseys, and Wascom Wildcats are showing up right now as well. So we are going to have a game tonight.
I'm going to get this link out to some people just to see.
All right.
Okay. Got it?
We got it. It's been a long afternoon.
Stayed on the phone with some idiot from Poland, and finally got off the phone, and about 2 seconds after here, I just said, I'm gonna try this, and I got video.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's gonna be all for the control part, it's not the live part, but the film's gonna be crazy. Because we're gonna have JV going on one end, varsity on the other end, so it's not gonna know where to look.
Okay. Well,
But once we get to the live part, it should be better.
here's what we're doing. We're gonna get a regular camera too. This is just technical part, trying to get audio and trying to get it all figured out. We'll probably try to shoot some video too while we're doing it. But we're not even really doing this for anything other than us wanting to.
This is practice for us.
This is our scrimmage here.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
I've got a chance for a break in the action. I need to go get some papers out of the truck.
we'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, there's.
I don't know what time Bobby will be here.
That was the other thing, because between us we're gonna work out who's doing what, because I don't know if Bobby's doing play-by-play or color, and
Well, just y'all figure it out.
we'll do that. Yep. But Clint sent some stat sheets, so.
Right. That's a difference. It is a difference. it be showing them right now out there, or you got something else to do? Should it be showing them on the field right now?
It should be, but I mean, it's 30-second delay.
Yeah, it ain't picked them up yet since they've been out there.
Okay. Well, just let me get.
Oh,
this.
yeah, I'll do
Okay,
it, no.
I got a couple of things we're working on.
Okay.
Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2. Test test test. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test. Oh, dumbass. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. If you scroll your little, like mine, depending on what, like you can go back. If my little red line is across all the way, is your little red line across all the way?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Even I got mine, just in case.
There you go.
So, now then. Alright. That's y'all's chair. Where'd our chairs go?
I don't know if they're upstairs or what,
Okay.
but there were more chairs last season.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm probably good standings, to be honest with you. today, I'm better than any technical support person they have. We sat on the phone for about an hour with an idiot.
Really?
And I said, we ain't got time to mess with you. I got to get down to the football field. So we came down here. And
He did it by himself.
I just said, I'm trying this. And bing.
You got it going?
Well, we got the huddle cam right there. I think we're, we had a bunch of parts on order and we have cobbled together what we got. So we got more stuff coming. But I think, listen to yourself on it. We got you. I think we're going to have the audio great.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
So
We got you a brand new headset here.
How you doing?
How you doing, Bobby? I'm Greg.
Greg, nice to meet you, sir.
I've got rosters for you here.
Let's see 'em.
Yeah, just go ahead and adjust that microphone to what's comfortable for you.
Test 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that sounds good in the headset.
We'll get somebody out there I'm gonna get somebody to say, hey, what's our outdoor levels are, and we'll it'll have to be trial and error, and we'll kind of figure it out.
Okay. Greg, go ahead and say something in there.
All right, test 1, 2, 3.
Man,
It's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Yeah.
That's great. Compared to what I had?
Is it? Did y'all have
This isn't his, is it?
No, it's brand new.
I was fixing to say,
That
there
one's
ain't no
brand
way
new.
this is his
I
crap.
saw Jay took it out of a box
All right,
just
man,
a few
that's
minutes
perfect.
ago.
That's I'm not used to that. All right, so what do you got here as far as
All right,
We're on 1 and 2?
Yeah, you're on 1. I'm on 2. This will adjust the volume in your headset.
okay? And where are you controlling? You got that on that mixer?
He's got the levels there.
Going into the computer, and then we're streaming off from there then like that.
And
Okay.
you've got an outside mic? Like a,
No.
Haven't done that yet. We'll get the crowd noise and get a shotgun and a mic and do all that stuff like that.
Okay.
Do all that.
Okay, that sounds good.
So, we'll, got all that, and I mean, like I said, I basically bought what Huddle said to buy, is
Yeah.
what I've done to do that. The only issue that we've got is trying to get the, we were able to get a video in from the camera, from that external camera, or from that, but when we got a long cable, it didn't quite work. So we got some things we got to work out on all of that.
Okay.
But we got video, and we're gonna, going forward, I think we'll get some ads and we'll get some other stuff going on like that, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
To me, tonight is all about, hey, let's see where the technical breakdowns are,
Right.
and then we can worry about get the production and everything. But we're streaming right now. It's live. So anything you say on the right there is
Okay.
unless
Good
I
deal.
mute you.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, the second deck is for you guys.
Stay down on that end. Just give us a little bit, because I'm probably going to try a camera up here.
Okay.
Maybe just a little bit like that then. Okay.
When we go live quarter,
Uh-huh.
like coaches, we'll be able
Yeah,
to
you've
go
got
up there.
varsity roster and JV
So
roster.
tonight, is it just varsity?
No, I'm told it's going to be both, and potentially it's going to be on 2 halves of the field, literally.
Yeah, it's with this huddle, it just detects that.
All right, so I got to get a little organized here.
Okay. Now, which role are you going to take, play-by-play or color?
I'd rather do the play-by-play.
got
That's
it.
good.
You got it.
That's what I'm used to. I'm gonna let's see. Everything's going this way, right, Jay? With cables.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
What I will do is,
This one
now
should-
that
we can put this
now that we're doing it, I'll get this all,
tidied up.
we'll get it tidied up.
Okay.
Okay. I'll actually get a whole bunch. I know Charlie wanted one, but I probably got enough tools to get a whole
Yeah, it's marked.
Yeah, it's
but
marked.
it's not been done.
Let's see.
Guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back, y'all.
All right. And I had printed out those stat sheets that Clint sent out this morning, and I left them on my desk.
Well, I've got them.
We're not gonna need to worry about them tonight. We're just working out all the kinks.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So someone, I had heard they had, is it 3 teams here? Or just?
There are 3 teams here, because I see some awesome stuff
Okay.
over there. I don't know who the Brahmas are.
Paul Pewitt.
Paul Pewitt. Okay.
I'm going to look and see. I doubt it.
What's that?
If they had any clear tape anywhere, and I forgot it at the house. There you go.
No, that's gonna be stuff that Jay brought.
Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna go easy tonight.
Okay. You're gonna tape something up to the
Yeah,
wall or the
yeah.
glass
I usually,
rosters?
I
Yeah.
usually put them where they're handy up here and here. And
Yeah.
Hey, Kurt, is it a switch up here to make the play clock, the 25-second clock run?
Yeah, I know about that. There should be a.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Check 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Stop it right there and just reset. And we get the reset twice.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I've run it before.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
it's a challenge to run the clock and the rest of the school. For me, it was a 2-man job.
It really is.
And
Really
I
is.
was having trouble.
I wish the referee could control the play clock with 25
Yeah.
seconds for me. They
Yeah.
have the button they can do.
Yeah.
Cause yeah,
I've
I've done it
bring their
before.
microphone tonight, but
I've done it before. And yeah.
we don't need the extra microphones tonight. We're just trying to get a lot of this stuff going. We got new people up here.
Right.
I'm in a new role.
Greg, what is your last name?
Ingraham. Ingraham.
Ingraham.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been working for Jake since March of 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right before COVID knocked everything for a loop.
Well, yeah, you were with him. I was on the school board then, so
Mm-hmm.
man, I'd seen you before. I knew I recognized you.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know Brittany Martin,
I don't think so.
Tammy Martin's daughter.
I'm gonna have to put a face.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm bad with names,
Yeah,
but as soon
Tammy-
as I see someone, I'll.
Tammy's primary school teacher passed away in 2019, I guess it was.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 2019. Yeah, Walter is taking care of his granddaughter right now.
I'm gonna have to get to know these kids.
Yeah.
You know, when you don't do it for a year or two, and you don't have a kid in school,
Right.
and then you come in and man, that's hard to.
Mm-hmm. You just have to watch for the numbers.
That's it. And once you can get the numbers with a name, it'll come quick.
Yeah, like last year, number 5, Luke Goodmore.
Yeah, that was easy.
Cam number 5 this year.
Yeah. Huh?
Cam Williams number 5 this year.
Cam Williams? Oh, yeah, Cameron Williams. He's got a lot to live up to wearing that number. But, yeah, and, yeah, once the football season starts, I'm gonna bug him for the, whatchamacallit, the depth chart.
Yeah, starting line, or yeah.
Because that helps us, just find
Hey,
names that much faster.
Would y'all get, could you just say something? I got,
You bet.
okay, so it's gonna be about 30 seconds is what the delay is.
And the Bulldogs are on the sidelines getting their warm-ups going as the other two schools have taken the field. For their warm-ups, the Paul Pruitt Brahmas are on the south end and the Wascom Wildcats on the north end. The colors of Jerry Bennett Field, the dark green and light greens that alternate every 5 yards, leading to that wonderful maroon end zone that the Bulldogs will be visiting often.
Oh, that was good? Okay. All right. Yeah, it sounds good from here. Okay. Tell Mike, I'll send you the link on that here. Okay, all right. Okay, excellent. What's it, Greg needs to talk more Southern? Is that what he?
Well, he's born in Dallas.
I'll tell him, I'll give him a bunch of Pete Jackson tape. So
Whoa,
he can,
Nelly!
So he can, yeah, there you go. All right. All right, I'll sure will. All right, bye. He said Clint's bringing you some stat sheets too, so.
Okay.
All right, so far we're at least,
Everything was good. They could hear it. And
yeah. He said I could hear his, I could hear your. I mean, it just sounded good just on the phone there. He said, "Oh man, it sounds clear."
Good.
It sounded clear on the phone coming back.
These are good quality.
Thanks, guys. Well,
They're not SM58, but they're good quality.
I mean, this is what
Mm-hmm.
I thought would. And Charlie kind of said the same thing. We're not. A lot of this stuff is the real similar stuff, but this is the mixer or the type of mixer that they recommended, and and we got a brand new MacBook Pro coming. I just don't have it yet, so we have this one. So it's probably a little bit underpowered if we get multiple things going on it, but I don't know. It's done all right so far today, like it.
So on this huddle,
Yeah.
do they have cameras in the end zones, right?
Well,
No.
I don't know that we've got those connected yet, but there are huddle cams and stuff like that in there.
Okay.
What we've got is we've got this huddle cam that's sitting right above us there. That's a big panoramic camera, and it's got multiple cameras in it, and it detects the motion, and on that's where it swings to based on that.
So no one's up there. It's running itself.
It's running itself,
Okay.
which is, it's not ideal. You got to pick your poison on what we're going to do. We'll have, before we get really going, we'll have cameras going, and Huddle also has an app that runs on an iPad. We're kind of thinking we're going to have Madeline.
Down in the field.
Yeah, she may want to be on the field with an iPad and just say, "Hey, coach, tell us what you think," and
Yeah, I like that.
kind of do some stuff like that. And we can have up to 4 different video sources coming in. I mean, we could put just a webcam or something like here, and have y'all switch over to that if y'all wanted just to talk on camera. Then, so there's some stuff like that we
Yeah.
can definitely do.
Yeah, just from watching huddle in the past,
Yeah.
You know, I remember the end zone cameras, like if you've got,
Yeah.
you're on the 5 fixing to score, you know,
Yeah.
they would switch to the end zone camera and it's close up. You know, I don't know if that's possible.
Well,
or,
it's, if we get it live, anything's possible.
yeah,
I think this year is gonna be, man, let's get the
take
basic.
it
where
easy,
there's-
get it
yeah.
going, and I agree.
And then we can add and really, it really is just, tell you, Greg was saying, I'm sitting there going, man, we got nothing. When we left the office today, I said, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to show video tonight. And then we got up here and it's like,
Yeah.
boom. You know,
Well, I'm pretty impressed on a good start. That's
yeah.
not what we're used to. If
Well,
you know what I mean. It's like, hey, this ain't working. Oh, I gotta scramble and someone call this guy and.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna tell you we're not gonna have some of that.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, we're gonna. And I think on some of these away games, what we'll end up doing is possibly, we're just going to play that by ear with hotspots and what we're gonna be able to do on that. Alright. What do you think? So, it was just flickering, is that what he was doing?
Right. And that was with the HDMI. Now,
Yeah.
when you hooked it up with those small cables,
Yeah.
it looked good.
Did we get a video through it?
Yes.
I didn't see the video on it.
You were too busy dealing with a guy that couldn't do his job.
Okay. Well, then we'll try that then. Okay? We'll try that.
All
We'll
right.
get that going and then we'll see if we can't, let me get up there, see if they've got some room here.
Okay.
So, just say I'm sitting at the house and someone says, hey, if you want to watch the Bulldogs, it's on Huddle. What do they do?
I'm gonna find out.
Okay. 'Cause me personally, I've got an account with Huddle where I can just log in and it'll,
Right.
my favorite teams are stored.
Yeah. But Huddle has a website, and I can't remember the name of it. I want to say something like Sports something.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm getting old. I'll be 61 in a couple weeks. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get all that out to the public,
Right.
you know, pretty quick.
Yes.
Because people I've been talking to, hey, I heard you're doing the radio. No, there's not gonna be any radio. And they're like, no radio. I said, no, you're gonna have to. It's live stream. I don't have a computer. What do you mean you don't have a computer?
Got a phone.
You got a smart TV? Any way to get on the internet? Well, I don't know how to do all that. It's gonna
It will
be.
get published.
Yeah.
It's gonna get published.
People are just gonna have to make the change, you know. It's just like anything else. When you're used to something and there's a change,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a month of,
There'll be
agony.
people fighting the change and
yeah, and
all
then
that. Right.
then it'll fall in line.
Wait. Oh, well, of course. If they're gonna have two different things going on, you gotta have two sets of refs. And that, somebody said that's gonna be the first half of what goes on out here tonight, and then I guess it's gonna be just a single scrimmage. Us versus Wascom after that. But players are standing around like we're gonna get started here.
Yeah, well, let's
Go
talk.
ahead.
JB on the concession stand side and Washington.
And and they are getting started here at Jerry Bennett Field.
So around the right side, that's going to be number 6, Dominic Rivers for the Bulldogs, and he's going to take it down for a significant gain on the very first play of this scrimmage. Jefferson Bulldogs going up against the Wascom Wildcats. Wildcats are on defense. Greg Ingraham. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels.
The Bulldogs showed their speed on that first play.
Were the 5? Okay. Takes a snap around the left side, looking for a receiver. He's got a man open in the end zone. That's going to be a quick touchdown for the Bulldogs. Trying to get a number on that. Looks like number 24, Jermaine Hopkins, on the reception for the Bulldogs.
He just sped right by that cornerback, was wide open.
And, Greg, we've got action on both ends of the field tonight. On the north end of the field, it's going to be the Paul Pewitt Brahmas on offense against the Bulldog defense. So we've got action on both ends of the field tonight.
Right. I think this is also the JV from Jefferson down here on the north end of the field.
We're going to stick with the action on the south end. This is going to be the Bulldog varsity on offense. That is number 16, Tymus Taylor at quarterback. He's going to hand off around the right side. About a gain of 3. It's going to be number 5 carrying the ball, Cam Williams. Cam Williams is going to be the Greyhound this year in the backfield for the Bulldogs.
Right, and he's just a junior, so looking forward to a lot of good things from him.
Bulldogs are going to come out in a gun set. Drop back pass out in the flat. That's number 24, Jermaine Hopkins again.
Found the seam in the zone and made the catch until he got run into by that player that never misses a tackle. Sideline.
That's it. None of these Wascom players have numbers on their jersey, so it's just going to be the Wascom defense tonight. And y'all tell me if I'm saying this name right for number 16.
Tymus Taylor.
Tymus Taylor. Tamias? Okay, Tamias Taylor's that quarterback for the Bulldogs tonight, starting out. He's got Cam Williams off to his right side. He's going to hand off to Williams around the left side. He cuts it back to the right. He's got an opening. He's going to take it out to the sideline, still on his feet, running side to side. Picks up a little bit.
Great run. They missed him several times, just ran out of the tackles that they tried to throw on him.
Greg, this Bulldog offense is going to see what they can continue carrying on from last year, undefeated in district play.
That's right. They want to make a deep run in the playoffs this year, as in all the way to Jerry World.
Pronounce that name again one more time. Tamias. Okay. Tamias Taylor. He's going to take the snap, looking to his left. He's got a man wide open in the flat in the end zone. That's going to be number 3, Chris Love, on the touchdown reception. So that's back-to-back drives for the Bulldogs that finds the end zone.
Right. I believe they're going to run 12 plays on offense before they turn it over to play defense. But Chris just fooled that cornerback, had him going inside, and then Chris broke outside, was wide open.
Chris is only a junior. So we're going to take the ball, bring it back to the 40, and we're going to go again on offense. This is the Bulldog varsity offense against the Wascom defense.
And just a reminder, the Wascom defense, they are not wearing jerseys with numbers. We will not be able to provide names for them. And a wonderful draw play. Hammer and Bruce running right through the middle. Lots of blocking.
One thing I like about this Bulldog offense, Greg, is they're going to spread it out, make it look like out of that gun, it's real easy to throw it, but you could run a trap or a draw right up the middle and usually be very productive.
Yes, just like we did on that play.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 33. Tamias Taylor. I'm going to say that over and over, Tamias, until it gets embedded in my head. Two receivers split to the right. He takes the snap. He's going to run around the right looking for a receiver. And nowhere to go. He's going to take it out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
The linebacker from the weak side just came unblocked all the way through there.
Mr. Doug Thompson making his way into the booth. The master statistician, scorer, keeper. How you doing, Doug? Good to see you. Ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line.
In this 103-degree weather that it's showing right now, it's taking a long huddle.
If you think it's 103, I'm going to go with it because it feels like 120 out there. Tamias Taylor in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Williams. Cuts it back to the right side. Trying to make some yardage, and he's not going to gain a whole lot.
No, they weren't able to trap the left side of the defensive line. And after they ran out of bounds, a little extracurricular activity starting to get up there.
It's not going to take long for this heat to start affecting some folks.
Yeah.
I don't care how much water you try to put in them or cool air, it's just not going to be enough.
That's right.
But if you see the section here at Bulldog Stadium, there's one section that's in the shade, and then you've got the umbrellas over to the right-hand side where that sun's creeping over.
And the left.
And the left. There's a few there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Tamias Taylor's in the gun for the Bulldogs. Fumbles the ball, picks it back up, trying to scramble around, but he is swarmed by the Wascom defense.
Missed the handoff there and was in trouble.
Bulldogs break the huddle. Receiver to the right, slot to the left. Tamias Taylor's in the gun. Going to hand off around the left side. That's number 21, Kristen Bowman. Takes it down to about the 33-yard line. So during the scrimmage, we have no yard markers, down markers. It's just running offensive plays and.
Right. Probably even, I don't know for sure that it's a scripted number of plays or scripted order of plays or anything like that, but. Yeah, the offensive coordinators down there calling the plays for them in the huddle. Coach Jefferson's off to the side looking on.
Taylor takes the snap. Looking over the middle, he's got a man wide open. That's going to be number 8, Travis Harris Jr.
Great catch. In the middle of traffic, kept his eye on the ball, put both hands on it.
So Tamias Taylor, quarterback, is only a junior. And right now he's showing pretty good poise in the pocket.
And a great arm.
Great arm strength. He's taking his time looking for his receiver.
And he's getting great blocking that's giving him a chance to hit those guys. And his throws have been on the money, accurate.
So now it looks like we might have a – are we going to swap or –
Looked like they were changing players there as that play ended.
So now the Bulldog defense will come on. Wascom offense will run some plays. And once again, we've got the Jefferson JV defense going up to Paul Pewitt Brahmas on the north end of the field. Field is split in half tonight, running plays on both ends. 3 different schools in attendance.
Wascom's offense is in the huddle and going over a few last-minute details.
So with no numbers on their jerseys, Greg, we're just going to call this, you know, as the play happens without saying any names, but we'll be sure to see if we can get a defensive tackle, that player's name called out.
Absolutely.
Coach Jefferson looking on. Coach Jefferson always wears those long sleeve shirts, and I always ask him, Coach, how do you do it? And he says, man, just trying to lose a little weight. So Wascom goes under center, running back, man in motion. He's going to pitch it out to the man in motion, and he's going to be taken down. I think that's number 19.
Number 19, that was Joshua Biddle on the tackle. Joshua's a senior, and he was not fooled by any misdirection on that play. He was just there waiting to eat it up.
Bulldogs are returning quite a few on defense this year, so there's still a lot of experience out there, Greg. Under center, QB takes a snap, hands it off right. No, he pitches out to the left, and it's going to be fumbled, recovered by Wascom, but that's going to be a loss of about 8 yards on that play.
So they'll just set the ball somewhere to let them run some more.
They're going to place it back at the 40. That's going to be the starting spot for the night for the offensive plays to be run.
Right. Since we're running 2 different things, and on the JV side of the field, the Bulldogs have taken over on offense.
Let's see, who is that running QB out there? That is number 9. That is
Coben Tomlinson.
Coben Tomlinson, a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to get some names in there, too, if we can
He's
scan
got
back
trips
and
right,
forth.
throws a short pass underneath.
Caden Parrish is number 4. He's going to take
And
it
he
on down
takes
to
that.
the 5.
Big gain of 35 yards.
Back on the varsity side, number 2, that's going to be Jakiric Nard in on the tackle. That's going to be a gain of about 13 yards on that run for Wascom. So that moves the ball down to the 27. And Wascom will run another play. Wascom trying to get things organized out here, taking a little longer than the Bulldogs were taking. QB's going to be under center. He's got a back behind him. Man in motion in the slot. He's going to hand off to the back right up the middle. Gain of about 3 yards. It was number 21, Kristen Bowman, linebacker. He's just a junior.
The Bulldogs held up against the charge of the offensive line really well. They are not running over these guys.
Big man in the middle, number 53. I'm going to try and say this name too. Alex Xavier Pryor is the big man in the middle at nose guard. Just off to his side is Anthony Flournoy. And trying to get that number of the left tackle. 55. That's going to be Hayden Ray. He's just a sophomore.
It'll be interesting to see the ninth graders this year were undefeated in their time at junior high. And now they've moved on to high school. Some of them are on the varsity squad. Most of them are on the JV. But they are definitely going to be bringing a winning attitude.
Got 3 freshmen listed on the varsity side.
Mm-hmm.
Couple sophomores. deep safety for the Bulldogs. Number 3, Chris Love. Out on the corner, you got number 25, Dallas Lewis on one side. It looks like Daniel Smith at right corner. Wascom will go under center at quarterback. He's got a back behind him. Puts a man in motion to the left. Going to hand off to the back up the right side. He's going nowhere, Greg.
Stuffed.
That was number 55 for the Bulldogs. Hayden Ray once again filling that left side, not letting anything through.
No, that man in motion didn't fool anybody. They stayed home and just came roaring through the line.
You know, it seems, Greg, every year the Bulldogs will go up against a team that's running the ball where everything is right there at the quarterback. The backs are so close to them. You know, the ball is snapped. You have no clue where that ball's going or who has it. And that kind of offense is always tough for the Bulldogs.
Right. And with the quick reaction they're getting, just firing off the ball and breaking through the offensive line, they're going to be tough to beat. And as we also know from some of the great comebacks over the last year or so, the Bulldogs do not quit.
That's right. Try and catch a play down here on the going to the north. This is number 9, Coben Tomlinson at quarterback for the JV. He's got twins to the left, a receiver to the right. We're going to stick with this play on JV, see what happens here. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. That's Tomlinson.
He breaks through it for 10 yards.
Down to the 30-yard line. Back to the varsity side. Run play to the right. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bulldogs in on that play going nowhere. That was number 53 for the Bulldogs, Alex Xavier Pryor once again. Back to the JV side, Tomlinson at quarterback. Drops back to pass. He's got a receiver down the left side, just overthrows him. That was number 9. He was, let's see, that's, what number is that? Because I had 9 at quarterback.
Yeah. They don't have the TV numbers, so it's hard. Sometimes they're at an angle. It's just hard to catch.
Maybe number 8.
8.
Yeah, that's number 8. That's going to be Ethan Maxwell he was trying to connect with down the left side. Back to the varsity side. Wascom's under center at quarterback. Running back right behind him. Man in motion. Takes the snap. It's going to go to the up back. And maybe a gain of 4 on that play. Taken down by number 23 for the Bulldogs, Eldarius Washington. Ball spotted at the 30 for the Bulldogs, or for Wascom. Bulldogs are on defense going up against the Wascom offense at the moment. Once again, no numbers on the Wascom players, so we're not calling any names. Quarterback's going to be under center. Man in motion takes a snap, the handoff, and he didn't even get that. We might have had a flag or something because that play never even handed the ball off. I think they're just going to start that one over. It was stopped so quick.
Once again, the Bulldogs' defensive line just fired off the snap and broke through to break that one up.
So Wascom offense will come back to the line. He's got 2 receivers to the right, a man in the slot. Man goes in motion, going to pitch it out to the running back around the left side. A stiff arm gets him to the outside to the 20, to the 10, and he's going to be knocked out about the 7-yard line. Pretty good game for the Wascom Wildcats. That's pretty much the first big play they've had tonight, Greg.
It is. First big play they've had on offense.
And those numbers are so small. I think that's number 15, Daniel Smith, who was in on that tackle that knocked him out at the last second.
Yeah, he did put a big hit on him. Knocked him airborne before he went out of bounds.
Trial run tonight, live stream and video. Jay Patrick, the mastermind. He's got everything going. Video looks good from what I could tell. Everything sounds good. Clint Coyne up here. Bulldogs will see if they can keep these Wildcats out of the end zone on the south end of the field. The ball spotted at the 7-yard line.
This will be the 9th of what I'm told is going to be 12 plays that Wascom's going to run on offense.
Wascom up to the line. Man in motion, takes the snap. It's the handoff right up the middle once again, and he is stuffed. That is number 8, I believe, Travis Harris Jr. in on that tackle.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are just not letting anybody run up the middle on them.
So Bulldogs found the end zone twice that I can remember, Greg.
That's correct. Yeah.
Wascom has not found it yet, but this is the deepest drive they've had. Bulldogs JV on the north side, knocking on the door. Tomlinson takes a snap. Looking to his right, he's got a man open. Little pass was a little underthrown, incomplete. Trying to get to number 16, Tyler McCurry.
And I think that's going to be the last play for that particular set of downs, set of players for the JV.
Back to the varsity side on the south end. Wascom comes up, breaks huddle up to the ball. Quarterback's under center. Tight formation. Ball is at the 7. He's got a receiver split to the left-hand side. Man in motion. The snap. He fumbles the ball. Looks like it's going to be recovered by Wascom, but a loss of about 10 yards on the play. Yeah, they're going to put that ball about, looks like the 12 or 13 yard line.
Yeah, I see it touching the 13-yard line stripe, the left hash mark.
So Wascom will have another opportunity to try and punch it into the end zone on the Bulldogs defense, standing pretty firm right now. Only gave up that one big play, Greg, around the left side.
Right.
That's been about it.
The Bulldogs have just been breaking through their offensive line and interrupting anything they were trying to do. And it looks like we've got a water break going on for Wascom. Managers on the field with the Gatorade bottles.
Now Wascom breaks huddle, comes up to the ball. Ball spotted about the 13-yard line. Got two receivers split to the right. Quarterback is under center. Snap, he's going to pitch around the right side. Looking for a hole. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 4. Number 21, Kristen Bowman on that tackle. So the Bulldogs stand firm and don't allow a touchdown from the Wascom Wildcats. That looks like the end of that series.
Right. Yeah, the Bulldogs were chasing that one down, and they were all over it. He ran wide right, and he was facing a wall of Bulldogs by the time he got out there. Looking at the weather app, that's currently showing 100 degrees.
Cold front must have just came through, Greg. Cooled it down. Doug, is it hot enough for you?
It's melting artificial grass.
I hear you. I hear you. So now the Bulldogs are going to come back on offense. Going to go up against the Brahmas from Paul Pewitt. And on the other end of the field, it's going to be Wascom Wildcats on offense going up against the Brahma defense, JV. So here come the Bulldogs on offense once again.
Trench Mafia is sizing up their assignments.
Can you see the number on that? That's number 2 at quarterback. That's going to be Jakiric Nard. Hands off to Cam Williams around the left. Now he's cutting back to the right. He's got a wall of blockers, and he's going to go 30, 20.
He outran that defense.
10, cuts back in. That's going to be a touchdown, and it should have been a horse collar tackle in the end zone, but no flag from the official.
I can't even tell if they have flags. But he went to the left, didn't like what he saw there, reversed his field, and just outran the defense that was trying to chase him down.
So you take the 40 yards that he ran, but then you add the other 50 going across the field and back. So he ran about almost 100 yards to get in the end zone.
He's probably in this weather. He's probably going to need a breather.
That's a lot to do in this heat. Ball will be spotted at the 40 once again. So we got Jakiric Nard at quarterback in the gun. Takes it around the right side, looking to throw. He throws it, and underthrown. He was trying to get to number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr. on that play.
Yeah, under a lot of pressure there, and got rid of it.
Yeah, everything sounds pretty good, Jay. Good deal. So number 2, Jakiric Nard is that quarterback. He's going to be in the gun. He's got twin receivers to the right, one to the left. Back is right next to him. Here's the snap. He's going to hand off. Coming around the right side, that's going to be number 8, Travis Harris Jr. on that run. That's going to be a gain of 10 yards. Travis Harris Jr., pretty tall guy to be playing running back. But
he's a senior.
Whatever works. He got 10 yards on that play.
Absolutely.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Bulldogs come up out of the huddle. There's some big dogs on that line for the Bulldogs. If you look at that offensive line, those guys are huge.
Yes.
Here's the snap.
And
around the left side, that's going to be number 17, Amron Bruce. He's got some room to run.
He's following those big boys.
He's going to take it down close to the 10-yard line. Maybe the 12 is where they got it spotted at.
Yeah, when you've got a big offensive line that pulls out and runs in front of you like that, this team is going to go a long way.
Number 56 is Luis Gomez. Bryce Clark is up front. 57, Keelan Williams. Williams is just listed as a sophomore. Number 78 is Kingston Nelson. That's a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the size of that guy.
He is a big young man, especially for a freshman.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 12-yard line. Looking for somebody that came off the field, and that's the freshman, number 78, Kingston Nelson. Tell him to get back in there. We need you up front.
You're going to play your plays in this scrimmage. And this will be the 5th play that Jefferson's offense has run against Paul Pruitt.
Nard is still in at quarterback. Takes a snap. Looking right. He's under some pressure. He's going to be taken down for a loss of about 8 on that play.
Even while they had a hold of him, he was still looking to find a receiver and get rid of that ball.
Give me a little time tomorrow. I'm going to get back with you on that email.
Okay.
I just seen it.
That's just
Yeah.
feedback, whatever you think.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll see if I can get an inline switcher for you guys, so y'all can catch your mic if you want to cut your knife, we can go and do
I can see he's going to get out of control a little bit, and I might have to cut him off, you know, letting things fly, you know.
You have to. You're going to control his, and his will control yours.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Ball's going to be spotted at the 10-yard line. Jefferson Bulldogs break the huddle with twins to the left, 2 receivers right. In the backfield, I think that's number 8 again, Travis Harris Jr. Jakiric Nard takes the snap. He's looking left. There goes the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and that one's going to be intercepted in the end zone for the Brahmas. He had Travis Harris wide open over there. Or no, that's number 9, Anthony. How do you say that last name?
I'm going to guess Flannery.
Flannery, okay. I think he saw him a little late and just kind of threw it up for grabs, but he had him wide open early.
Yeah, the defender was able to get back into the coverage and get position on him.
So you're going to move the ball back out to the 40 for the Bulldogs, still on offense.
They've run 7 plays of the scripted 12.
Looks like a few changes are going to come in for the Bulldogs, mainly on that line. Give these big guys a breather and give them a little water out there. There's the handoff. It's going to be number 8, Travis Harris Jr.
Yeah, they've got the Cool Zone fans running on the sideline, and there is water literally everywhere. Buckets of Gatorade and bottles of cold water.
So Greg in for the Bulldogs now at quarterback is number 13, Cornell Nunn. He is a junior. Going to give him a few reps at QB. Number 21 is in the backfield. That's Kristen Bowman. There, we got a flag.
Okay, the referees do have flags.
It's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs, but we're just going to leave it here at the 40. Back set up. Here's the snap. Nunn looking. He's got a man over the middle. Completes it down to the 33. That is number 11, Travis Gray Jr. He's just a freshman. Little split in, slant in.
Caught it in traffic between the 2 defenders. Not afraid of it.
So I guess you could say these are maybe third string quarterback and some of the younger guys coming in on offense for the Bulldogs.
Right.
Nunn is going to stay in at quarterback.
Just showing us how deep this Bulldog team is.
Here's the snap. He's going to hand off around the right side. Big man down to the 30. Rolling over people. That is, looking for that jersey number. Is that 21?
Well, I saw, yes, 21.
Kristen Bowman. I don't think I'd want to get in front of him going full steam.
He did run over some.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 28-yard line. Keep finding myself looking for the down marker, but
it's just a scrimmage, and right. 12 plays scripted for the offense or defense as they're playing it.
So number 13, Cornell Nunn, junior quarterback for the Bulldogs, being coached up. He's going to be in the gun. He's got a, well, no, this is another one over here. That's Nunn. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That was Nunn again on the quarterback keeper up the middle. These shirts get kind of
these
squinched up and the numbers get jumbled up. You can't really tell what the
they're
number
hard
is.
to read.
So that moves the ball down to the 20-yard line. Short gain for the Bulldogs.
don't necessarily think these are going to be the game jerseys that the Bulldogs are going to wear.
Cornell Nunn at quarterback, man in motion. He drops back, looking right. He's got, that looks like number 3. That was Chris Love at wide receiver, pretty much wide open. He just overthrew him through the end zone.
Yeah, the fake handoff drew the defense in just enough that he got behind him, had 2 steps on him, just couldn't quite get that football.
So that'll do it for the Bulldogs on offense. They'll come back out on defense, I presume. It'd be a big difference when you got that crowd mic going on and you got that crowd noise. You'll hear the band, everything's going on. So
Oh, yeah.
be a
Up
lot
here-
of things going.
Yeah, in fact, you don't necessarily even need that crowd mic when this Jefferson crowd gets
Yeah.
going on a Friday night.
So the Bulldogs will come out on defense now, going to go up against the Brahmas on offense. Now that's the kind of jerseys I like right there, Greg, that the Brahmas have. Look at those numbers, how big they are.
Yes.
Easy to see. And
Those-
the JV over here, Wascom,
It just,
that's about the 4th time I've seen them run into the end zone on offense. They're just
Yeah.
kind of having their way with that Brahma defense on JV.
yeah, and they compared to the varsity players, the JV for Paul Pruitt and for Wascom, those are small guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, number 78. That's my son.
Yeah, the Brahmas varsity, there's a marked difference in the size of those players.
That's what I was just saying. Kingston? I didn't realize that was his son. We were just talking about him. That kid is massive.
He got a young brother in 4th grade. Size 10. Gonna be that size too? Yes. Right.
Hey, what are you feeding him?
Man, he get that small.
Huh?
Man, 6'8".
Brahma's on offense now. Hands off over the right side. Gain of about 5 yards down to the 35-yard line. He was taken down by number 2, Jakiric Nard, senior.
Just tough
There
running.
we go again. Well, that was a hold over here. We're watching the JV side. Getting into the end zone once again is Wascom. But I think that was a hold. They're going to bring that back.
A lot of laundry on the field for that play.
Brahma's come back up to the line. Ball's on the 35. This will be the second play for the Brahma offense. Quarterback under center, hands off around the left side to number 24. Pretty big hole. He's got one defender. He's going to take it on into the end zone. So that's going to be the first score against that Bulldog defense that I've seen.
Right, Wascom could not punch it in at all. And I'm not certain this is the Bulldogs' first team defense.
That's right. So they're going to take that and bring it back out to the 40. We're going to start it all over again. At least we've got some numbers, but we don't have a roster for Paul Pewitt.
Right.
Coach Jefferson taking notes on that one. I seen a couple defenders. You know, that first game jitter, you're going to go up for that tackle, but that guy is so huge and it kind of hesitates. And I see Coach Jefferson writing that down. He's going to have a little talk on the film on that one.
Yes.
Brahma's come up to the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the 40 once again. Tight formation for the Brahmas. This always gives the Bulldogs some trouble when the running backs are that close to the quarterback. Not on that one, though. That's number 55, Hayden Ray for the Bulldogs. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe 2 on that play.
But once again, that Bulldogs defense just fights through the offensive line of the other team, makes the tackle.
Brahmas come up to the line. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. Number 6 for the Brahmas quarterback. He's going to hand off, coming around the right edge. Number 7 for the Brahmas. He's got a little bit of running room, still on his feet. Down to the 20. We'll see where he marks it. Maybe the 21-yard line is where the ref is going to spot it. And like you said, Greg, this is probably the first team Brahma offense and maybe the second string of defense for the Bulldogs. A lot of them bigger guys that were out there earlier on the sidelines right now.
Mm-hmm.
Brahmas come up to the line. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. Jefferson on defense. Number 6 for the Brahmas is under center. He's going to take the snap. Hands off. Number 5, big running back, down to about the 12 or 13-yard line. Two backs for the Brahmas are huge.
Yes, they are.
Low center of gravity gets in motion. That's hard to stop.
You're right. You've got to find a way to wrap him up and just hit him low enough that you
take his legs
stop
out.
that.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the Bulldogs had trouble with one running back last season up until the fourth quarter. Then they were able to stop them, and they come back and win the game.
Bulldogs, I believe we're going to play Timpson again this year. That's who gave us trouble last year.
Right.
And I believe they went on to win state, if I'm not mistaken. Paul Pewitt on offense. Number 6 is the quarterback. Going to take the snap. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it around the left side. He's got plenty of room. He might make it in there. He does.
Outruns the defense and gets in the corner of the end zone.
So that's number 2 touchdown for the Brahmas on this series of plays. You're going to take it and bring it back out to the 40. We'll try it again. So that's probably, I'm not, are you, you're not keeping track of plays, are you? That's maybe
No.
6, 7?
6.
Where are you seeing that?
On the scoreboard. He's just,
I'm totally cut off.
yeah, the Brahmas have run 6 plays
There we go.
on this sequence, and expect them to run 6 more. But one of the main things they'll get out of this scrimmage is the game film. The Bulldogs will take it back to the locker room, show the players, point out the mistakes they've made, the coverages they've missed. And they'll learn from it and get better each and every week.
What is this, our 3rd year of having turf here? Or
Second.
second?
Second year of turf.
Okay. Huge difference.
Absolutely.
Brahmas back on offense. Number 6 is the quarterback under center. Ball spotted at the 40. Takes the snap. Hands. No, he's going to keep it. Looking deep. He's got a man wide open. Just overthrows him. Number 14 was the intended receiver.
Not only is it the second year of this turf, but the lights that came with the stadium improvements. LED lights that they have got every inch, every corner of this field is well lit. There are no dark corners of the end zone.
And the sound system down there on the concession stand.
You can hear that sound system all the way down in Marshall.
Jay, have you ever turned that all the way up and seen what that thing would do? That sound system down there. Pretty good.
We took it up as actually we've never really cranked it all the way up. It's been up about 70% or so. We still got a lot of headroom on it.
I actually, for the first coin toss of last season when they dedicated this new field, and such. Jerry Bennett was out here. He tossed the coin, and we hit the play button for the old ABC Monday Night Football theme. Dun, 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 dun. And Jerry was a little bit surprised.
Brahma's back on offense. Ball spotted at the 41 after a loss on that last play. Number 6 is under center. He's going to take the snap. Hands off around the left side. Number 24, big running back. He's going to take it down to about the 29-yard line. He was taken down by number 19, Joshua Biddle, senior linebacker. Brahmas come back up to the line. Ball spotted at the 29. This is the 10th play. Quarterback under center. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle to number 24, but big number 74, Devontae Marshall, says no way. No gain on that play. JV action still happening on the north end. Brahmas are on offense. Wascom on defense. JV. We're going to stick with the varsity play. Ball spotted at the 29. Number 6 for the Brahmas is under center. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Quarterback keeper around the right side has room to run. He's going to take it down to about the 15-yard line.
And on the JV side of the field, the Wascom Wildcats defense is pushing the Brahmas offense backwards.
Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Number 6 is under center. Takes the snap, hands off to number 4. It's fumbled. Bulldogs jump all over him. He did recover. Ball stays with the Brahmas. That was number 23 for the Dogs. Aldarius Washington in on that one. Big number 74, Devontae Marshall, also in on that tackle.
And that is the end of the 12 plays. And we will see what comes next.
Bulldog defense. Yeah, I think that was mainly second stringers there, Greg. Going to get a little water break. Now you're going to have Wascom.
Wascom's varsity is out on the field. Not sure who's going to come up against them.
JV action on the north end. The Brahmas on offense up against the Wascom defense. Call one down here. It's number 12 for the Brahmas JV at quarterback under center. He's going to take the snap. Keeper around the left side goes nowhere. Going to be a loss of about 4 yards on that play.
Wascom JV defense is just firing away, running over the offensive line of the Brahmas.
What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Hey, this is gonna work out good.
Yeah.
Once you get Greg trained, no, I'm just kidding, Greg.
Oh,
Hey, everything's falling in line. It's
oh yeah, I have not done this type of broadcasting before. I've done radio DJ stuff.
yeah. Once you get everything going with the crowd and it's quick. We'll probably have some ads, to read, sponsor stuff, and
Yeah,
there'll always be something going on.
yeah. Flags had a sponsor last year. First Downs did.
You'll see how hard it is it's going so fast you'll forget, oh, I forgot to call, that sponsor for a flag or this or that, or
Yeah.
especially in a tight game where there's a touchdown or something. You forget to say the sponsor because you're so excited,
Yeah, just tell me if there's something I need to do, if there's something I'm doing that's not good or anything like that.
It's flowing.
So, here we go. And the Brahmas versus Brahmas on offense and Boscom's defense.
So this, come here, Greg. So if you're watching this at the house, are you seeing,
You're seeing this screen right here.
but he can switch?
We can switch between
Okay.
these two. So,
See, I like that close-up.
right.
That's
I
good.
can give it to you right now.
Oh, okay. That's pretty, oh, and he's got room for two more. That's what he was saying. Man, I like that. Yeah, that's great.
Cam. And once again, we've got microphone audio here. Something else plugged in. Yes, it is.
So really, he just needs the crowd mic? Now, let me ask you this, and this might be a Jay question. So if we go away,
We lose the huddle cam. So we lose this cam. But we have this one.
okay, and
That's this wire right here.
so what we encounter every now, like you may go to decab and they don't have internet up in the press box.
At that point, we need a hotspot.
Just a phone, could you use a phone or,
Right.
okay,
Now, we do have some dedicated hotspots
okay.
that we can use. And we'll have to do a trial run with one of those. But
I like that close-up, that's
Oh,
neat.
yeah. And you could just,
So who's gonna be running this part?
well, I'm more than likely the first game or two I'll be around here to do that. We'll have Will running the cameras, and then we'll figure somebody else who can run these like him. So.
Well, see, I'm just wondering because some places where you go away,
Yeah.
that's all the room you're gonna have. It's gonna be real tight.
Now then we got a backup man. He might have to run some of this.
I mean, we'll deal with it. It's just gonna be, like you said, this first year, gonna be trial and error.
And we might end up. I'm gonna buy some more of these. Probably some smaller of these mixers. We might buy a little smaller compressed size of this one like that, and get the gear, get the rig as tight as we possibly can. I can tell you right now.
You guys are also not gonna be doing ads, so you're gonna have a little more time. You could sit there and switch them back and forth.
Well, we may be doing
We're
something.
gonna be doing
Oh,
some.
really?
Yeah, we're still gonna have sponsors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as we gain experience with this stuff and are able to do it a little bit more, there's some features we're not even touching tonight.
Well, like I volunteered earlier, I'm gonna be running mine. I can usually
Okay.
run that one if you want me to. Just
Well, let us figure out what we're gonna do right now, Doug, and then we'll go from there.
we need a teaching old dogs class, but
It's where I'm at right now.
We play tomorrow night over in Longview, and if something's not right,
Yeah.
I stay out of that crap.
Yeah.
You know, Brian, John, y'all go fix that. I'm not the guy that chases cables.
Yeah.
I get frustrated quick.
Well, I was there about 3:30. That poor guy, he didn't know. He just, I said, that's what I told Clint Walker. I said, well, I got the guy on his first day on his job. I said, I'm probably not the right guy to talk to on your first day on your job.
And Jay was
With
tired
Huddle?
and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the guy was telling us he was taking us down the wrong road, and we've spent an hour and nothing. He really didn't know the application well enough to be able to describe it well, and I just tried.
Jay was describing it to him.
Yeah.
I really like that idea of having someone on the field with an iPad or something like
We
that.
just gotta play. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If I had told you at 3:30, there ain't no way we're gonna have anything going on, and then it clicks, and having this, first of all, having the camera work is the second camera work is also because I mean we had the camera working on a short distance. You know, we've been streaming since this morning
Mhm.
and sending some stuff out, and then we were trying to get the huddle cam going because we were concerned about the distance, and finally, kind of just by hook or crook, I didn't even know we had it running because we were trying to get the huddle cam going. He said, and you told me, he said, work for good. I said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were so busy with that, you had hooked this up
Yeah.
with these things.
Yeah.
You know, with if we tried to do this run with HDMI cable, that didn't work.
Yeah.
It just the signal didn't
Yeah.
go that far.
But, and we've had everything from learning a Macintosh,
Mm-hmm.
everything. But we're going to go with the Macintosh gives us something. We can do instant replay on this thing. We can go back and grab a 10-second slip deal and say, boom, and do that. And really, if we get a hole punch, I'll talk to Paul, get a hole punch. We may even have y'all monitor. We'll turn the sound down, but have y'all's all monitor over there too, so you'll catch the live link on that, and then that way, if we get real slick and do instant replay and stuff like that, then y'all can, you know, you can do a little bit of
You're getting me kind of excited now with all
Okay.
this, you know, because
Yeah.
this is getting like professional.
Well, and a lot of colleges, not the D1s, but you know D2s and D3s
Yeah.
are using this.
Who did you have listening to this?
Clint was listening to it,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
sounded pretty good?
Yeah, sounds real good. Crystal clear.
Good, good.
I sent it to Cheryl. So when I sent it to Walker and Vi and a few other guys like that, then so we'll get some more out there. That's who I could think of right now. So hey, let me send this out and see it. It's in it.
I was still at my desk when he sent it, so I pulled it up on my desktop, and pictures crystal clear. I mean, once you don't have two groups going and that huddle
Oh,
call
yeah.
on one, I think that'll be good. And your second camera you can roam with if you
Yeah.
want to. And the sound was good.
So where is this going to?
There's a camera. I've got that camera that
So
Charlie.
you can run a crowd mic out of here and put a mic out just through this hole?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We used to have to run it. He'd run it back here through the stairs up the back way.
When we redid the press box, you know, they put that in for reasons like this, and
Yeah, we'll put that other piece. He asked for that other
it's
piece of
marked on
conduit.
this side
Yeah, we'll
with
get,
an
we'll put
X.
we'll need to get some
For
conduit
Mm-hmm.
in between there so we can run cabling between there.
So that they had marked an X on this side, and there's two O's on the
On the table.
on the table.
Yeah.
Where they wanted stuff drilled.
And then I don't think I called one last year. That's why I'm kind of.
Okay.
I mean, it's nice and cool in here compared to the little wall unit, you know, it's like,
Mhm.
big difference.
Not having to fight the wasp. Yeah.
I'm glad I was on the school board to get it done.
The only thing you got to do is when we get in game nights, we got to turn the lights off and use these desk lights because these
overhead lights glare
put-
the windows
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can't see.
you know so there's
I
just
wonder if you know, oh man, where were we? We were, that might have been Pine Tree we were at.
yeah
They had a, I don't know if it was black plastic that
Yeah.
went like right to here
yeah
under the lights, and the lights would shine in the back.
that's probably what we
That's why.
yeah. That's probably
You didn't have it, you know, it was, all the light was
Yeah.
focused towards the back of the room.
I just bought these after the first game. I said, okay, we'll buy these things, and they got plugs in them, and at least they'll allow you to have a little light to do that, and then
Yeah.
you turn off the lights up there. But you know, yeah. But I've got a MacBook Pro coming, which is, I mean, we'll be able to rock and roll with it. But I mean, I tell you what, really, this little MacBook Air is doing a pretty good job with it. You know,
I just need it back to work with iPads.
Now I carried as backup in my briefcase those little flashlights you get from Harbor Freight.
yeah,
2 of them, and you take a Coke bottle, put it on top, put duct tape around it, and set it there, and it acts like a camping lamp.
oh, that's a pretty good idea right there.
And we had used it on a couple of away games.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds perfect, you know.
Well, I was rigging stuff up. I'm sitting there going, okay, they're gonna want to hear. When I got those, I said, okay, you're gonna want to hear yourself. So I don't know. Could you hear in his stuff, or was he just talking? Did you hear? Could you?
His?
Yeah, his
Oh,
stuff.
it's perfect, yeah. I
No,
hear
but I
everything.
mean, but with Charlie's stuff, did he have?
Oh, every night was different.
Okay.
You know, it was, and most of that was the mic placement.
Okay.
One headset you had to have the mic out here, or it was just feeding back so much.
Yeah.
You know, and the other mic you had to have right here, you couldn't hear it.
Okay.
And me and Ned were like, Charlie, buy some new crap, you know, because she's on the radio texting us, you're feeding back, and I can't control you. You're too loud. And
Yeah.
Ned gets excited and starts yelling, and it's like, oh my God.
I think it was fine when I pulled it on. I mean, like I said, turned up my volume to where it needed to be, and crystal clear, and both voices were
Good.
the same level.
The one thing when Ned and Charlie both on there, they bled over on the
On the
PA
PA
side.
side, yeah.
I mean, you can hear all sorts of stuff up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been there, you ought to hear
Oh, yeah.
the other, when we're away games, been talking about Charlie. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
You don't bring a door with you?
You know, that's probably something we should have done up here is put doors. You know, have
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. We may, I don't know. But the only thing is, it's just air conditioning.
yeah,
You know, it's
no,
all.
I'd rather not have a door and have the air.
But see, y'all don't speak loud. Y'all not blowing it out.
Right.
And I think we can, if y'all just talk in a regular tone, we got enough. I mean, we're not pushing anything. We got
Yeah.
enough gain. We still got enough, a little bit more gain to push
You
on
know,
us.
but like I was telling Greg, we're going to get in a game where it's fourth quarter 20-20, and we're going to get excited, and
Get a little bit louder.
yeah, it might get a little louder.
But you know what? That's all part of it.
Yeah.
That's all part of it then, you know. But I can tell you, Charlie was at 9 at pregame.
What,
That went to 12.
and you would, Charlie was always, I can't hear myself. And I'm like, Charlie, you're blowing it out. You know,
Yeah.
he'd always move his up, and then the radio's call, you know, texted Charlie, quit turning it up. You're feeding back in the studio.
And Charlie is really a good radio voice,
Oh,
a good
yeah.
radio personality, a good guy, but he all the way is. I mean, and he's got that gift. You
Yeah.
know.
He got the radio voice. I mean, he
Yeah.
can turn it on.
Yeah, I think the only thing I think we buy all of his stuff with the exception of his laptop.
Yeah.
I'm okay with all that. I wouldn't necessarily have bought. Well, I mean, the only things we're going to be doing is his cameras and some of this cabling gear and stuff like that. And so,
But you know, like we talked about that day, if there were kids that wanted to get more involved, you know.
You got two.
got two. And you know,
Will and Mel.
if you get it to where it's a little bit kind of an excitement and fun deal. And I want to tell you the other part that y'all hadn't even seen yet. Got a guy, Paul Cothran, who's commissioner at Cass County, who's going to be teaching ag and wildlife. He just on his own put together a little video introduction for his class. It would go. It is TV production quality right now. It's ready to go, and I'm hoping we'll get some stuff like that to be able to kind of play like that. Not ads, but they're mainly Jefferson ISD program ads,
Oh,
stuff
no,
like
that's-
that. And stuff.
We make it a platform to promote everything we do.
Yeah.
Our CTE program, one thing I put in the email to you, okay, so halftime comes, we can build in a break because we want to broadcast the band.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
know, we don't need to be talking, the huddle cam can see, our kids,
Yeah.
we can still do updates and stuff during the other half, just like on the A&M game, hey, stand up for Daggy man, sit down and
Yeah.
whatever when the other band's on.
Well, we can, and who knows? There may be a kid who wants to talk about, who gives a little play-by-play on the band.
Right?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
I'm a band guy.
that's right.
So,
Well, you do have someone that comes in and does
Right.
a PA. You could
Yeah.
bring
Right.
them a mic.
Yeah.
Just bring a mic over here to that
Yeah.
broadcast.
so if you were to take, like you said, the guy did the video for his class, how do you do it? Could you have just like the clip that you
Yeah.
import
Yeah.
anytime you want?
You put ads. You come in there. You got if you do video clips here, you can boom.
Oh,
You'll have
okay.
a whole list of them, and you just punch them in and you play them.
So,
See, that's what I was
We
thinking
can
about
do-
the sponsors.
exactly, we can do 30-second reads or we can do 30-second video clips.
And that gives y'all some breaks
It-
like that.
I like that.
We had 3 of those, and Charlie had 3 that he would
Yeah.
yell at me, and I would start running those. He's like
Yeah.
halftime or whatever.
Yeah.
Back.
But that's kind of have a few of these little snippets, and we'll just kind of have them ready to go. And if they're little videos on the Randy Penny's welding class or hey, we've got drama class or drama doing
And
something
let them
like that.
do it.
And let them do it.
Yeah.
So you'd have not only the next week the buzz about the game, but the buzz about the halftime videos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The live halftime shows.
Well, I can tell you, that's an idea right there. We can curate and to get the kids involved. Hey, if you got something in there, we'll play it. We can, but you got to get it.
You gotta get it to us, we gotta
Yeah.
approve it.
We gotta
Make
approve
sure
it.
it's not
Yeah.
risque or anything.
And then you're gonna find parents that don't care nothing about football
Yeah.
tuning in because their kid's gonna be on a
I hate to
halftime
bring it up,
commercial.
guys, but
Mhm.
what about the Super Bowl? Most of us watch it for the commercials.
Yeah.
That's it.
Same thing.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I think you could take this however far you want to take it, from what I'm saying.
It's just get used to this software, learn how to.
I'm gonna get
J. Patrick Broadcasting. Hey, we're just talking. We're just getting used to it. Nobody's listening, right? That we know of.
There may be 2 people.
Yeah.
The special invitees.
Ball will be placed at the 30-yard lines of the Paul Pewitt Brahmas, taken back over on offense. Number 6 is the quarterback for the Brahmas under the center. Got a
And
false
a
start on the
penalty.
Brahmas. And they will move them back 5 yards. Take it back to the 25-yard lines of the Brahmas. Be 1st and 15. Man in motion to the right side. Handoff up the middle. Number 3 for the Brahmas. Gain of 2 yards. See, there's actually, man, there's a lot to keep up with. And see, when I was doing it and calling, I'd miss first downs and this and that. It's just trying to get used to it and keep it flowing.
Yeah, thankfully I've just got the color commentary position, so I've got a little time to keep the stats.
Number
As
14.
Number 14 gets away for about 6 yards.
6 yards on the carry.
And the Brahmas are having a large number of players get involved in the offense there and carrying the ball.
And on the stop for the Bulldogs, number 23, Aldarius Washington. Senior defensive end. Brahmas break the huddle. Ball spotted just shy of the 35-yard line. Quarterback's under center. Man goes in motion to the right. There's a snap, the toss, and brought down quickly. That's going to be number 53 for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs sniffed that one out.
Xavier Pryor.
Just ran right through the offensive line. We had a defender on that running back as soon as he caught that pitch out.
So that's going to end the drive for the Brahmas. I do believe. Let's see what they're doing here. No, that was only 3rd down, I guess. So that brings up 4th down.
If they choose to run a 4th down play.
So they'll get one more shot at a 1st down. Needing to gain to the 40-yard line to get the 1st down. Brahmas come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, the handoff up the middle. And that goes nowhere for the Brahmas. Brought down by number 23, Aldarius Washington. And that's going to turn it over on downs. Ball to go back to the Bulldogs.
And it's just a matter of where they've decided to put the ball for this scrimmage.
Yes, sir.
And as we come to the end of the first quarter, 2-1, and there is the end of the first quarter.
14-0 Bulldogs so far. And they'll play one more quarter, I guess.
That's what I understand.
Here's the deal. We just created the Bulldog TV, but today, YouTube will not let you stream that live for about 20.
Or is that it?
That appears to be it. They are shaking hands.
Yeah, trust me, we would not have done it.
Well, what about Wascom will go up against
Yeah, the Wascom players are in the north end zone, getting a quick warm up, and I am not sure who they are going up against.
That's not by design. That wasn't part of it.
Paul Pruitt players are heading for their spots on the sidelines.
I'm assuming we're going to play Wascom real quick for another quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jefferson players are heading toward the sidelines and not the locker room.
Yeah, if there's like any kind of news, school news, you know, Walker, he needs to, any kind of message, anything, saying we can talk about school, like that's going on.
Figured that we get a handful of ads we're gonna need for a year, and then I'll write scripts,
Yeah.
you know, for
Jay, what kind
that
of
kind of
crowd,
stuff.
crowd like you got?
Hadn't put one out yet. We're
If,
gonna,
if you get
that's-
one
You know,
that can really focus in on the fan,
we're not having to buy
you're
airtime
never
or
ever
having to
get
get
rid
radio.
of it on that. That may
That's
not,
the clip display.
may not be
we'll
able
look
to.
at getting I'll look at some shotgun lights that
That's right.
Yeah.
project out, like almost in there like that. I'll look
You
and
know,
see,
you
cause that's
could
what you want.
almost-
You want something that can
Yeah.
Use sponsors for the
point
Do you,
directional.
do you
big
have
stuff
the,
that- that-
do you when they're out there, like the parabolic?
halftime show,
Or is
stuff
that
like
shotgun,
that.
if you pointed it at
Flags,
the 50, would that be?
touchdowns.
And
They do commercials for that.
back to the action. The Bulldogs are now about to go off against the Wascom Wildcats for a quarter. We're going to start with Jefferson at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. And looks like Dominic Rivers at quarterback. No, I'm sorry, that is Tamias Taylor. Hands it off.
Most of those video ones that I've looked at, they're
And a short gain for the Bulldogs.
I bought one of those last year. I couldn't get it to do anything special except give me another damn headache, so I gave it to the Commerce.
the thing you probably got to do, because if you use that, that's not gonna
And second down for the Bulldogs.
No, audio comes.
Taylor takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's overthrows the receiver. It hits between two of them. Incomplete pass. Under a lot of pressure, he got rid of that one quickly. But the Bulldogs now face a 3rd down and 10. The clock runs past 11 minutes. And 3rd down play coming up for the Bulldogs. The snap back to Taylor. He throws again. He's got a man. Oh, but it was slightly overthrown and intercepted. Intended for number 24, Jermaine Hopkins. And the Wildcats will take over. The ball's going to be at their own 40-yard line. Now, the Wascom players are simply wearing white T-shirts and do not have numbers on their uniforms, so we will simply have to identify them by position.
Yeah. Well, for us, the radio station was all, in 30 years, we never did get a game on the radio. Even that fateful night up and driving the store.
They line up, quarterback under center,
Ned was literally crawling around.
and goes in motion, handoff up the middle, and a short 4-yard gain after that quick hitter up the middle.
Wasn't that? It was a tree about 2 miles away.
I mean, it's not like they spend a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
And breaking the huddle quickly, here come the Wildcats. Once again, quarterback under center, and a timeout is called. Officials timeout. The sideline markers were not ready.
I'll actually have, we'll be able to set up a kind of, I hate to say mini studio, but we'll have.
Okay, back under center. Here come the Wildcats.
We can do our, just put in that when I say studio.
And another quick handoff to the left side. He gets maybe 1 yard. Tackled by the Jefferson defense. Looked like number 8, Travis Harris, in on the tackle. So the Wildcats now face a 3rd down and 5. Breaking the huddle. 8 minutes 10 seconds left in the quarter. And once again, a quick snap, a roll to the right, and he overthrows the receiver. 4th down and 5 yards coming up for the Wildcats. And since it's a scrimmage, they are going to go for it. They are not doing punts in this scrimmage. And we do have an official carrying a flag. And they have placed the ball at the 50-yard line. First and 10. They have given the Wildcats 1st down for the infraction. And here they come at the 50-yard line now. Quarterback under center. Got a man in motion. And a fumble. The ball is still loose, and the Bulldogs recover. How loud did that get? I don't know.
It's like pushing 3 bars.
Okay. Bulldogs recover that fumble. They'll get the ball at the Wildcats' 42-yard line. The Trench Mafia leads the way as the Bulldogs break the huddle. And the Mafia chooses who to make the hits. A quick handoff to, can't get the number 17, Amaron Bruce, who runs it in for the touchdown Bulldogs. Amaron Bruce takes it around left end and makes it to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs.
We got some big time Dallas crash attorney gave $1.5 million for quail habitat stuff. Their ag and wildlife.
And Bulldogs are running a play now from the 10-yard line. Hand it to Amaron Bruce, who winds his way through the defense for 3 yards. as we reset for the next play from the 7-yard line.
Anyway, and then we go to Virginia. Well, it won't be crowded.
Taylor takes the snap, fakes it, gives the ball to Amron Bruce, who is stuffed. No gain on the play for the Bulldogs. In fact, looks like a loss of 1 on the play. They marked the ball at the 8-yard line. Bulldogs getting ready to go from the left hash. And Bulldogs are lining up again. Amron Bruce in the backfield with quarterback. And a quick handoff that is stuffed. Three players from the Wascom defense made it through the line and got to the carrier. And Bulldogs are facing a 4th down. And 3 minutes, 20 seconds showing on the clock as it runs down. The 4th down. Taylor rolls to his left, fires, and it is caught. Number 3, Chris Love, catches the ball on the left sideline and gets in for a touchdown.
This was mid-February. We came in on the west side, coming down the River Road, and then went out towards Maryland.
And we've got a player down on the field for Wascom. And they're stretching him out as though it's heat cramps. So we will take a moment here while the trainers tend to the player on the field. And he walks off under his own power. As Dominic Rivers is lining up, preparing to kick an extra point here. The only special teams plays of this scrimmage, the extra point kicks. Ball is snapped down, and he just gets it through. And the Bulldogs go ahead 7-0. And the clock is stopped with 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the quarter. And we will see where the ball is placed. Should be at the 30-yard line. And once again, this is scrimmage controlled. And they are not running kickoffs or punts. The only special teams plays are the extra points that they're kicking after touchdowns.
She was wanting the PA or what?
Yeah, don't worry. Nobody's going over there. She's just wondering where the PA was. You know, who's on tackles and all that.
And Wascom comes up under center. The offensive line fires out. And the ball is fumbled, recovered by the Bulldogs. Trying to get the number here. Number 8. Number 19. Joshua Biddle gets the fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs take over. It looks like the referees are going to place the ball on the 26-yard line. And Tobias Taylor takes the snap. He's under pressure and starts to run.
Okay.
Makes it to the 30. He's out to the right to the 20, the 10, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Taylor escaped the rush, went up the middle, turned to the right, got over to the sideline, and headed for the end zone. They knocked him out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And he's going to, once again, from the shotgun, take the snap. And fires it over, out of the end zone, overthrew everybody. And we'll try again. 2nd down and goal from the 7 for the Bulldogs. Number 8, Travis Harris, is in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Taylor still at quarterback. The snap to Taylor. He rolls to his left, throws it in the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 24, Jermaine Hopkins, the freshman, makes that touchdown catch. And the referee says to run the clock. 32 seconds left in the quarter. There's not going to be a rush. They're just going to snap it and kick it up, and good. Dominic Rivers adds another extra point as the Bulldogs go ahead 14-0. With the clock stopped, the clock is running at 12 seconds left in the quarter. Once again, we are at a controlled scrimmage. Not necessarily running the clock by game rules as it hits 0. And the Bulldogs have won this part of the scrimmage 14-0. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching Bulldog football. We have another scrimmage next Friday at 5 o'clock. Devontae Marshall.
Well, what do you, on the stuff y'all want to keep, what do you need? What do you need?
Just price. Yeah, we probably need to get some sort of little invoice or something like that.
Well, you tell me what you're getting, and I'll put it all down.
I'll shoot you a list of everything we got, okay?
Perfect.
And we'll go from there. You okay with that, right? Yeah. Okay. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Mike, you set up with a vendor with us or anything like that?
Doesn't take much to do it.
Well, we'll need to go nine.
This is going to be a fun season.
Should be pretty good.
I'm just looking forward to working with you.
Okay.
It'll be good.
Yeah, like I say,
Huh?
just
I won't cut a check up.
let me know anything I can do to improve what I'm doing.
Just be yourself, brother.
All
That's
right.
it.
Thank you.
I'll just be an old football fan.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
I appreciate it, man, because it's been, you know, well, we would have been ready to do it. So,
Is there not there's not a lot here.
yeah, that's what we got, that's what we're playing.
That's right.
But, Charlie, it's all the other stuff. I mean, we use some of your gear, we use your camera, we, first of all, use some of your, I mean, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So,
Statutes and all
Statutes.
Hey, I ain't holding anything back. Y'all, I want y'all to, I mean, y'all are already light here at what I could get arranged for.
um, just, tell you.
I bet. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, Bobby, share my number with him.
I
so
sure will.
Y'all can both get hold of me if you need anything.
Appreciate the stat sheets. And
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anything. And I still owe you a list. But I'll get it to you probably next week.
That'll be fine.
We've had, you know, we've talked to Victor and a few others, you know.
Yeah.
like-
Watley, the home health,
Tasha.
Tasha, she
called
wants,
me. I talked
did
to
she?
Tasha.
Good.
Ken Collinson called me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw Victor last
Kent and
week.
Mary will do a little something.
We won't have to, you know, we're not having to buy airtime, we're not having to make a living doing it, so it's not, we have to chase down for just fine.
Yeah. Well, y'all have the luxury, let's just make it good first.
Right. So,
And then you know what you have. Did y'all figure out how to get the
I played-
banner over the top?
Yeah,
Can
we
y'all
can
add that
do,
stuff
we
in
can
there?
do all that stuff. I just didn't, I've done it, I've played around with it on some other,
Yeah.
just playing around streams, but tonight truly was getting everything. I said, okay.
If you were to have like 4 videos,
Yeah,
and that's all you had, and
Yeah.
you can play them as many times as you want, but if you need some other filler,
yeah,
you can take lists of, you know, just panels of information, like, here's the cheerleaders, here's everybody in the band, here are the sponsors, and just list them down, it's just like a slideshow out there.
yeah.
That's what I did the first year, and Doug, you remember that, that was,
Yeah, just little pictures, just basically
yeah,
still shots.
just
of everything.
pictures, you just stack them up and let it roll,
That's a good idea.
and that's not video.
Yeah, yeah.
It just looks like it on TV.
And he's got a,
Just a PowerPoint, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that's all.
he got a input where he can put the scoreboard in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gotta get the interface, but there is an interface in here to get.
Will the scoreboard take out a corner of the screen? Is it something you can do, a ribbon at the bottom?
Yes,
Okay.
yes and yes, yes. They've got different overlays that you can do,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically you can do what they call a manual control,
Mm-hmm.
where you type in everything and manually start and stop the clock, or there's an interface with Spectrum and, you know, most of the major ones, they've got an interface. I to be honest with you, I hadn't figured all that stuff out.
That's all right.
But-
You drive the Death Star. I'll just ride along.
Yeah. But, yeah, there's stuff like that that, you know, we can do.
All right.
We done and done.
That's
We
it.
are done.
Well, guys,
done,
my
done.
wife is waiting on me, so let's see what she wants now.
Appreciate it, brother.
All hey, what was the biggest the paycheck games y'all played? You played at LSU, didn't you, one
Thank
year?
you, thank you, Doug.
Where did
We'll
y'all
be
play?
talking.
Alabama?
No, that was after I'd left. That's when they beat Alabama.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Proud to be an Indian.
Let me think. Probably the biggest ones were like Marshall.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's not bad. We're playing.
see, like this year, or what they're doing now. Well, see, we were one double A.
Yep.
When I was there.
Well, same as FCS, right?
Yeah.
The modern day
Yeah.
FCS.
Yeah. So, you know, we didn't do like this year they're playing A&M.
Yeah.
You know, they got all those money games.
Yeah.
They get paid a lot to lose, you know. Or supposed to lose. Sometimes
Right.
they surprise people.
Yeah. We did that in basketball last 2 years, but
But yeah, we were mainly, you know, just the North Texas, SFA,
yeah.
Raging Cajuns, which back then it was USL,
Mm-hmm.
Southern Miss. See, actually played against Brett Favre.
Did you
And
really?
beat him. That's when Lehman,
You and Lehman.
Lehman Braley was a freshman
Right.
center. I was a sophomore then. I blew a knee out my sophomore year,
Oh,
but we ended up beating Southern Miss.
what fun you and Lehman must have had before the game. Did y'all get to see each other?
No,
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we got our first if we were the team we had last couple of years, we probably think we had a chance to beat them.
Yeah.
I don't know about now.
Uh-oh.
But our new athletic director has got our first P5 lined up for 2025.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna see old Chief Osceola
Uh-oh.
at Florida State ride out and throw that flaming spear into the
That'd be
grass.
neat.
I can't wait.
This is ETBU?
No, this is A&M Commerce.
Oh, and
No, ETB, we beat ETBU 98 to 20.
East Texas State University, right?
Used to be.
I know.
Is that where you went?
No,
Oh, okay.
but
Since 96, it's
yeah,
been.
they offered me a scholarship, but I got a better offer.
Those will happen.
Yeah, it's kind of nice for the band guy to get more scholarship offers from than the best football player. But that was many years ago,
Yep.
back before the
There's band money out there, people don't realize.
That's right.
played
Right. One of my cousins, he got involved in
Division I
Lock
school.
Tech and got through there, met his wife, and they both were band directors. See you later.
All right, brother.
Nice to meet you.
No, you're lovely. Hello.
I'll do.
Well, that-
Oh, yeah, that's another one you need to see about.
Yeah, she'll do it.
Oh, yeah,
She
pretty
said,
much count on that.
she's like, hey, since you're doing that, will they give me a discount? I said, just do it.
Eventually it'll stop.
Coach,
There it comes.
what do you think about it?
I like it.
Feel good about it?
Oh, yeah. After seeing this, man, there's just potential, so much. And I feel good, you know, you got to hear and see it, you know, without us putting a whole lot into it. I mean, you get a crowd mic going that's gonna fill in, you know. I think it's gonna be good. And man, the more you can, I just love the idea of students doing more, you know. If she wants to, I would almost rather have her interview Jefferson, you know.
Well, like I said, my thought on that is, you know, whatever you wanna do. If you want us to do it like that, that's gonna be easy. If you wanna spend the time to do it, or, you know, part of, I mean, it's not putting our kids on display, but, you know, it's your voice, Greg, it's gonna be your voice. You know, people's gonna praise or fuss about Bobby said this, or Greg said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the more the kids are involved, I mean, that's what it's a school, it's more of a school thing now, you know? And the more you can promote your own students and faculty, the better off.
I'm forwarding Jolly email Jason out to a few of us earlier with the link. He just sent y'all were doing it.
Okay.
And you can go back and rewatch this, I think.
Okay.
So,
Josh, send him the link.
yeah, I'm just forwarding the email right now.
Alright.
Yeah, just take the time to look at that email,
Yeah.
respond back or call me, whatever. I'm not doing anything. I've been busy anymore.
Work out today?
Yeah, we got it.
Live stream?
We got it streaming and sounding pretty good. And hopefully